So episode 2 of Kidnap starts right where we left off. Min pretending to shoot Q. For a second, I was like, is he really gonna do it? But of course, Min couldn't follow through. Like, we knew he wasn't a cold-blooded killer. Instead, he saves Q and, surprise, takes him back to his place. Yep, the kidnapper takes the victim home. I mean, it's such a weird move, but okay, Min, do your thing. Obviously, Q doesn't just sit back and relax. He tries to escape, like multiple times. Honestly, I don't blame him. But Min keeps trying to convince him that he's safer with him, especially since someone apparently wants him dead. That kind of gets Q's attention. I mean, if someone's after you, you'd at least think twice about running, right? But still, Q isn't really the sit tight and behave kind of guy. He's got that fire in him. You can see it. Min comes up with this plan to fake Q's death. And I was like, okay, smart move. He takes these pictures to send to James, who's clearly in charge of all this mess, and James gives him this cryptic instruction to meet in 2 days. Seriously, what's with all these shady meetings? You just know things are gonna get messy. Meanwhile, Q is still plotting how to escape, even when he's in the bathroom. He's scheming. Gotta respect his determination, though. But the funniest part, when Q comes out of the bathroom, he picks up Min's shirt to wear. And Min immediately freaks out, like, no way, dude, my brother bought me that. I actually laughed out loud. They start wrestling over this shirt like two kids fighting over a toy. It's so random, but kind of adorable in a weird way. Then Q notices this picture of Min and his brother and thinks the brother passed away. So he stops fighting over the shirt, probably out of respect or something. But then, plot twist, Min was totally lying. His brother is very much alive. Q's face when he finds out. Priceless? Like, dude, seriously, Min just plays it off, but I was cracking up. During dinner, we get a moment of calm. They finally sit down and actually talk like two normal people for once. Min explains that Q has to stay with him until he's sure no one's after him anymore, and Q begrudgingly goes along with it. But of course, in the back of his mind, he's still thinking, I need to get out of here. Later that night, Q tries to escape again while Min is pretending to sleep. It's like, dude, give it a rest already. But Min's not having it this time. He catches him again and, a desperate move, ties their hands together so Q won't run off in the middle of the night. I mean, what else can he do at this point? It's kind of ridiculous, but hey, it works. Then we get this softer moment. Q has a nightmare, and Min actually helps calm him down. I was not expecting that. It's like all of a sudden we see this vulnerable side to Q. He's not just the rebellious rich kid anymore. There's more to him. He even tells Min about his sleepwalking disorder, which was a bit of a surprise. You can feel the trust starting to build between them slowly but surely, and Min, being the surprisingly responsible guy he is, actually does some research on sleepwalking. I wasn't expecting that either. He clears out the room to make it safe for Q, and when Q starts sleepwalking again, Min goes full-on protective mode, even cuddling Q to keep him from wandering off. It's weirdly sweet, like, who knew Min could be such a softie? Meanwhile, Min's getting phone calls from the guy he owes money to, and you can see the stress is really piling up. He's trying to protect Q, deal with this whole kidnapping mess, and handle his own problems all at once. It's not looking good for him. At one point, he almost confesses to James that he didn't kill Q, but then decides to unsend the message. I was just like, oh man, that's gonna come back to bite him later for sure. Then Jean and Min's brother show up at the worst possible moment. Of course, they totally misinterpret the scene between Min and Q, and I'm just sitting here thinking, this could not get any more awkward. And then Min's brother, without missing a beat, is like, so Q's your type, huh? I was dying. The way Min's brother just casually drops that bomb had me laughing. Min's all flustered, trying to deny it, and blurts out that he's never dated anyone. I'm sitting here like, dude, focus. This is not the time for your love life confessions. But it's so funny because Min's trying so hard to keep things under control, and it's just not working. The episode just keeps throwing these little moments at us. Q and Min have another random argument about a blanket, because why not, right? They end up staring at each other, and it's like, okay, I see where this is going. Then Q teases Min, saying, your brother said, I'm your type. Trying to play it cool, rates Q a 0 out of 100. But come on, we all know there's something there. Q's smile after that, yeah, he knows what's up. Q's sleepwalking becomes a bigger issue, and Min is super protective, which is kind of sweet when you think about it. He's really trying to make sure Q's safe even while he's asleep. The way he cuddles Q to keep him from hurting himself, it's oddly romantic in a very unconventional way. And every time they stare at each other, you can feel the tension building. Something's definitely brewing between them. By the end of the episode, things take a turn. Q hears that his dad's been ambushed and injured, and he rushes off to see him. Min's in a panic, trying to find him. It's so chaotic. Q confronts his dad, asking him to drop the case, but his dad's so wrapped up in his work that he doesn't even realize how much Q's been through. It's kind of heartbreaking, honestly. And then we get this huge twist. Q goes back to Min and drops this wild idea. What if we fake another kidnapping and demand ransom from my dad? Like, what? I did not see that coming. The episode ends on such a cliffhanger. And now I'm just sitting here wondering how this whole fake kidnapping thing is going to play out. And I'm so eager to see how episode 3 will play out. What about you, sweeties? What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one.